Okay, hello everyone. Victor Momo from Excel Moments with a continuation of the solutions series to Excel BI's LinkedIn challenges. And if you're not following the Excel BI LinkedIn page, you should if you want to boost your Excel formula game. This is challenge 214, and in challenge 214, we're talking about co-prime numbers. So, what are co-prime numbers? So, those are numbers whose highest common factor, that is the largest number that both of them are divisible by, is 1. So take an example, 21 and 49, right? You know that both of them are divisible by 7. Okay, so they are not co-primes because you have a number larger than 1 as the highest common factor. If you take 21 and 50 and you test any number from 2 to 21, you realize that there's no number there where, both of them would be divisible by those numbers. Okay, so the largest number that is divisible by 21 and 50 is 1. So those are co-primes. In elementary school, I was taught HCF, highest common factor. I've heard some other people say greatest common divisor. Okay, and that's what Excel seems to follow. So Excel has a function that can do this, which is called the GCD. Okay, so the GCD basically gives you, what the HCF is. Okay, and that's what we are going to use in this problem. So if you look at the numbers here, we are just checking each of them to see if all the numbers in each of those cells are co-primes. Okay, so we are going to use the GCD function. Basically, we use a text split to split, because they have a comma space delimiter. Use a GCD and check if it's equals to 1. If it's equals to 1, that's a co-prime. If it's not equals to 1, it isn't a co-prime. So basically, I'll start in one cell. I start with a text split, right? And I'm going to split this text based on a comma space, right? And those are the two results. But you notice that they are text, left aligned 60 and 81. And that's obvious because it's a text split. So, but once you do a GCD, right, because that performs a mathematical operation, it pretty much gives you a number. Okay, right? We just test if this is equals to 1. Okay, and then this gives us false. You can take this down. So everyone where is true, those are co-primes. Everyone that is false, those are not co-primes. But you can see that the formula isn't spilling. I had to copy it to the other cells. So what I'm going to do is, I have it working for one cell like this. I'm going to use the map function to extend it to the other cells. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to say map, and I'm going to select all these cells here. I pull up my lambda as always. Then I have a variable. This variable is going to represent each of these cells, A2, A3 to A10, at each point or at each iteration. Okay, so basically I don't need A2 here anymore. I just change this to X. This is going to close the lambda. This is going to close the map. Okay, and I have what I need, false and true, which is definitely the perfect input for the filter function. So you can just put a filter function around this and say filter all this based on false true. Okay, so you close bracket and you have what you want. It's a very simple problem with a simple solution once you know the function to use, which is the GCD, greatest common divisor. Okay, or the HCF, just that Excel doesn't call it an HCF function. So you can test one of them. You can just do a GCD of the first one there, which is 634. Let's see, 634, 900, and 995. Okay, right? And you can see that that's 1. So that's basically what I wanted to show, the GCD function and how it can be useful, in identifying co-primes. So if you like this video, please hit the like button. You can also subscribe to the channel Excel Moments. For now, I'm out.